going to get started because I know you're all busy and want to get back to work. We have a smaller crowd by design, trying not to fill the room with people, so thank you for coming. So it's important to have your peers in the room to recognize this special day, right? So today, the Great Place to Work Committee sponsors the ServiceFirst Annual Award. Again, I'm not sure if you're maybe you've done this. Earlier, or last week, we had another celebration, right, on the first annual patient experience, which is a great achievement. But no more great than today's awards. Today, the ServiceFirst Annual Awards. This is really our culture, right? ServiceFirst culture at Trinity Health. And who in the organization exhibits Service First to the fullest? Right? We're going to hear about some of that today. So it's a very exciting day. Thank you for coming. Very special day in Trinity's year. We recognize some very special people. First, I'd like to thank Sarah Abrahamson and her team, Great Place to Work Committee, for the awards. Know that you take this very seriously. Work through the nominations. Talk about what does it take to be not only a Service First, but to exceptional Service First, right? And be the banner carrier for Service First at Trinity Health. They take that very seriously. And so these awards you see today are a product of that work. So I want you to let us know about it.
Excuse me, I'll have to just get my voice back. We actually have quite a great group of people, and most of them are standing against the wall. I'm just going to let you guys introduce yourselves, if that's okay, because so I don't have to yell as loudly. And we do have a few people that were unable to attend. Today we have a group of about 10 people. On the regular, if you are ever interested in being part of the Great Place to Work Committee, please let one of us know. We'd be happy to have some new members. We also, throughout the year, we're the ones who do the zoo event, Berry Acres, and a variety of other things too. So not only do we do this, but this committee is dedicated to making Trinity a great place to work. So I will let these guys introduce themselves.
Thanks. I'm Misty. I am HR specialist at the nursing home.
Lindsay Holmes, I'm in IT.
Kelly Hackett, I'm the nurse residency and student coordinator.
Kathy Johansson, medical home manager.
And Pete is our honorary member because he always does the photos and the videos.
Yeah, with the camera. So we're going to make some announcements of the awards, and then if you come up, you get a certificate, a pin. Certificate good enough for framing. And then after each one is announced, just hold your applause to the end. Applause. We'll give the group as a whole a great round of applause. And then there'll be some photos in front of the backdrop if you'd like to do that by group. So we should be out of here in 20, 30 minutes. Chop, chop, right? We're going to go chop, chop.
Randy got stuff to do. But
Thanks again for coming.
all right. And Randy did a great introduction, so thank you very, very much. And this is just with the Service Awards. This is a really great opportunity to recognize individuals who stand out. As always, the voting process is difficult because everyone is deserving. And one of the things we'd like to do too is encourage people to, no matter how busy you are, to recognize each other. And to recognize each other not only for a day like today, but throughout the year, because that's really important to people. And having that positive feedback, you hear a lot of the negative oftentimes, and hearing that positive can go a long way for each person. And so our first award is the Manage Up Award. And this award honors an employee or an associate who has observed solving issues. This nominee sees an issue, they think outside of the box, and they work towards resolutions. So our first winner is this employee has a monumental responsibility as it relates to the size, scope, and involvement of the department that she's responsible for, which extends to all corners of the organization. Despite challenges, This person is relentless in making time not just to survive, but to thrive. Amidst the daily and weekly demands of the ever-changing, she always has a smile and a laugh ready. And this winner is Carolyn Seahopper. You get to come on up.
Your certificate, okay.
Everyone will follow your.
Thank you. Want to put an hour later?
You like to one of each now.
It's ready now. Good job.
That's good.
I had to tell Carolyn we gotta talk about monoclonal therapy antibodies to come up to this room. I thought she started to a meeting.
Yeah. The second winner, during her time on this unit, this employee has shown great commitment to patient care, the nursing profession, and our unit. She saw that management could use some extra assistance and eagerly volunteered to help with some of the leadership. She is eager to teach the new staff on the unit and will assist in any way that she can. Heather Zim.
Good job. Thank you very much.
This nominee, or this winner I should say, has gone above and beyond in her role throughout the pandemic and staff shortage. She is often seen on the floors. She doesn't hesitate to step in and help with patient care whenever it's needed. She always makes sure that there is nothing the nurses need before she leaves the floor. She's always available to hear concerns and steps in to try to find a solution. It is extremely rewarding to be able to work so closely with her and that she is always willing to help. Karen Zimmerman.
She hates every step that she takes. Not about me, it's not about these people, right? All about
Last but not least, for the Manage Up Award, this employee has done an amazing job over the last year regarding nurse residency and student coordination. She was able to transition residency to an online format and back without disrupting the learning of the students. She thinks outside of the box to ensure that her residents were taken care of and that they didn't miss out on any of the vital information that's needed during this crucial time of their careers. Thank you for all that you do, Kelly Hackett. If all the winners from this group would come back up for one quick group photo.
So this is the Manage Up Awards. Come on up for a Manage Up photo. We'll get a group photo and then we'll go on to the next group.
Alright, and congratulations to all of those. Our next category is Novice to Expert, and this award honors an employee or associate who is newer to the profession and has practiced for less than 3 years in that profession. The nominee demonstrates leadership and contributes energy, commitment, and enthusiasm to their profession. Our first winner, this employee uses critical thinking and great communication skills to make her patients feel comfortable during their time in the hospital. She is always willing to jump in and help out, and she's not afraid to advocate for her patients in the times of need. She has stepped up to the plate and learned all she could to provide quality of care, and she has handled this role with poise. Kate Zimmerman.
Oh, Zimmerman sweet.
Our second nominee demonstrates the leadership, commitment, and enthusiasm for the nursing profession, and she has grown and developed into a wonderful employee. She has developed her assessment skills, organization, and time management skills over this past year. She has grown from being a new grad to working as a preceptor and has demonstrated her leadership ability, as she's also being trained into the charge nurse role. She continues to have enthusiasm for her job each and every day. Katie Ford.
Everybody can hear Sarah okay?
Love it. Use my mom voice.
Use your mom.
This employee is the epitome of the type of nurse that you would want taking care of your family member. With grace and compassion, she cares for her patients and families. This past year, she has not only evolved as a staff nurse, but embraced the charge nurse role. She has been a mentor for nursing students as well as new staff. And she encourages staff and students with consistency and being calm and patient. Sydney Copley.
It's a long walk, Sydney. A long walk.
And while this person has finished up her first year working in her profession on the floor, she has grown by leaps and bounds. She's a great patient advocate, always looking to provide her patients with the best care that she can. She provides quality nursing, and without hesitation, I would want her to care for any of my family members. She has grown not only as a staff nurse, but as a preceptor and is being trained into the charge nurse role. Cheryl Pickens.
Thank you. Thank you.
And those are the winners for our novice to expert.
Dressing you come up for a photo. Come on up if you got a novice expert award. Nice job, team.
Our next category is the ServiceFirst Care Provider Award. This award honors an employee or associate with years of practice, experience, and dedication. This nominee demonstrates strength of character, competence, and a commitment to their profession. They share their knowledge with and encourage colleagues in their profession. This employee or associate portrays the ServiceFirst qualities. Our first winner is this provider is absolutely invaluable. His commitment to patient care, the organization, and the community is extraordinary. He works tirelessly to take care of large volumes of patients in the hospital, but still makes time for clinic, meetings, and much more. He continues to provide a high level of service with a positive attitude and always a smile on his face, although we don't get to see it much anymore with wearing the mask. Dr. Wigwig. The second one is the staff member demonstrates strength of character, competence, and commitment to her profession. She provides her patients with exceptional care and has been recognized by her patients during leadership rounding. This person is exceptionally kind, wonderful, very helpful, and does a great job. Those are some of the words that patients use to describe her. Sarah Schlosser. This provider is the most caring and compassionate physician. She strives to do a great job of caring for the patient's spirit as well as their body. As a patient of this provider, the nominee, felt so much better after having seen them, not just physically, but emotionally. This provider truly goes above and beyond to give the care and respect that people deserve. Dr. Evelyn Bouchard King. The last winner of this category has worked as a CNA and board secretary role. She functions very well in each role. She goes above and beyond and always has an amazing attitude. She's always polite and courteous with patients, families, and visitors. She provides the best patient care she possibly can. Her interaction is wonderful, and you can tell that the patients feel cared for just by their reaction to her interaction with them. She does an amazing job in her role. Peyton Erie. And that is the ServiceFirst care providers. So if you could please come up for one group photo, that would be lovely.
Whoever was in that category as care provider, come on up. We're on the group shot. Okay, thank you.
Our fourth category is the visionary category. This award honors an employee or associate who uses creative thinking to build the pathway for development and implementation of new processes that contribute to improved patient care. This nominee serves as a role model and motivates others to provide excellent customer service. The first winner has more than 35 years of experience with Trinity Health. She is truly a wealth of knowledge and has stepped out of her normal role and into the role of patient care. She continues to be a solid team player while continuing to do her current role. She is a great role model for commitment and profession and the facility itself. Carla Robler.
I couldn't do it without the great nurses and team, so proud to be a part of them. Very pleased to all of you.
This is kind of a 2-for-1. There are 2 nominees and they both were deserving of this award. So these 2 people, both separately and collectively, have shown the leadership abilities, but coming forward and bringing the mental health needs that have cared for COVID patients over the last year. These ladies completed research and met with leadership to discuss how Trinity could assist staff in managing their mental health concerns. They were instrumental in getting this subject of mental health out in the open and have people start a dialogue and keep that subject from being taboo. Sarah Lucas, and is it Phelan? And if you guys want to do separately too, that's okay, but you guys were on phone.
We're together. Thank you.
And this nominee truly practices the ServiceFirst principle. She made staff proud of the way she has stepped up and took control of a critical situation, even though it may have scared her. She acted on instinct. She was brave, intelligent, and very quick thinking. She is able to stay on top of her task and provide excellent patient care. Staff comment on how nice it is to work with her, and she's always willing to help her coworkers in any way that she can. Haley Fletcher. You want to stay up here, Haley,
Oh,
and
the
then
whole group can
everybody
come back up. One more group photo.
from the visionary?
There's visionary and
Visionary.
visionary group. Thank you very much.
And last but not least, we have the Outstanding Team Award. We ended up with 2 teams because one team did win a couple of times. So up by our blind nominations. But our first team is this department has made such improvements with patients and resident advancement and discharges. They are above the national average and the local average for discharging them back to a lower level of care. This staff has assisted patients and residents to reach their goals and even set new ones for the future. We are lucky to have such professionals in our facility. This is the Trinity Homes Therapy Department. And I forgot to read what the outstanding team was.
Go ahead and read it.
Since I forgot to read what the outstanding team was, the actions of this team are especially helpful in reinventing our work process to achieve improved outcomes for patients, staff, and physician satisfaction. This award is presented to outstanding teams, committees, or units who consistently demonstrate exceptional teamwork.
But wait, I
You're always smiling.
And the last but not least award of the day for Outstanding Team. This team has shown continued commitment to the population that we serve. The challenges of staffing, the uncertainties, and just the unknown and personal fears did not hinder them from continuing to give competent patient care and customer service. The staff have been transformational leaders. Determination to achieve improved outcome for patients and staff have led to growth and resilience and the development of even a stronger and outstanding team. This is the 5 East Medical Floor.
There's room for all y'all.
I know.
Thank you, guys. This morning, we spoke to a group of new employees, right, orientation this morning, and we talked about ServiceFirst. And if I could have bottled this up and showed them this half hour, it'd have been a whole lot better than me trying to describe what ServiceFirst is, right? This is what ServiceFirst is. And this is the cream of the crop in ServiceFirst. So, thank each and every one of you for what you do, how you've done it, who you've done it with, and who you've done it for. Proud to work with all of you. I think that concludes our ceremony today. We'll let you get out of here, but be proud. Be very proud. And be very visible and show everybody else what it means